All right, Shalawam, ahchyam out there. First and foremost, want to say Brakate Yahweh, Brakate ahchyam. Yahweh, that's the name of the Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God. And Yahweh Shai, that's the name of His beloved Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. And they are for us, man. No matter that you cannot see Him, you cannot feel Him with this flesh, but in that spiritual realm, they are right there. They are there to help you and protect you. All right, you have to really believe and trust in that. I'm gonna say double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone, the elders over there in New York, the ones that's showing us how to stay in the spirit. You know, they did it. They've been doing it over decades, and they still doing it, which is an example that we can still do it. You know what I mean? Once upon a time, they was our age, you know, dealing with the spirit, and they grew until where they are now. And I'm gonna say peace and mercy, shalom, walk aside to the elect out there, you brethren that just holding firm, holding tight in this thing, right? So this lesson right here, man, I'm gonna talk about something that you really don't even really, you know, you don't really hear brothers talking about too much. And what sparked this was I was talking to a brother earlier today, the brother Ira in the camp, man. I was talking to him, and he was dealing with a situation with a brother, to where the brother did something that was kind of like, it was, you know, it wasn't off, but it was like, hey, bro, why you do that? And the brother told me the reason why the brother did it. He answered it with sincerity. He said that, look, bro, you know, he basically said, man, I'm kind of afraid. I'm kind of scared, you know. And when the brother had told me that, it was like that's some real. It hit me like, you know, that's real, man. That's real, because you got to think about it. You know, it don't matter how big you are, how much you feel like, you know, you see brothers out there, you know, looking strong. It don't matter, man. This is what we're facing right now. You cannot lie. It's some scary stuff, man. I'm just being straightforward, right? But the spirit of the scriptures, the scriptures counters that spirit of fear, right? In Timothy's, I believe it's 1 Timothy 1:7 or 2 Timothy 1:7, it said, Yahweh Shai have not given us the spirit of fear. So that's a counter to not have fear of what it is that we finna face, man. And then, as I was talking to the brother, the spirit had us run across speaking about Yahweh Shai. When Yahweh Shai knew, when the time of the hour of Yahweh Shai came, his final hour, what was said? What did Yahweh Shai do? Because the spirit of fear jumped over his flesh. He prayed 3 times. The Lord got shook up, man. And the scripture said that the servant is not greater than the master, man. So it's like, okay, we're dealing in this flesh. We're dealing with this flesh or whatever, right? You're gonna have that spirit of fear jump over you, man. It's gonna jump over you, but you cannot allow that to override the spirit of courage, the spirit of bravery, the spirit of faith and trust in the Lord. Now, one of the brothers in the camp, man, a young brother brought this scripture out, and it dawned on me. I was like, that's some real, and it stuck with me ever since. When you read in Joshua, the 1st chapter, when it talk about you should meditate in the scriptures day and night, it also quotes that it is a commandment to have courage in the Lord. It is a commandment. And we know that we follow the statute, laws, and the commandments to our best ability, and that's something that we can keep. Is courage. Joshua was told that it's a commandment for you to have courage. So the Most High commands us to have courage. So that spirit of fear of knowing what's to come, the Most High said, have courage, be brave, right? Be brave through it. Because come on, man, listen to what's gonna come. Esau asked, with all his guns, his military might, look how weak and fragile we are. Look how sensitive this flesh is, man. You'll watch a scary movie and fucking have a nightmare. You know what I mean? Like, damn. You know, you got a lot of brothers that don't even like watching scary movies. You know what I'm saying? Which you know, hey, just don't like watching scary movies. But you know about the scripture talk about getting your head cut off. Esau coming in, kicking down your fucking door at the middle of the fucking night. You have brothers that have fucking families, giant families, man. We Jake. You got brothers that have that. It's like, you know, it's a frightful thing. But Yahweh Shemel Shai said to have courage, man. Now, when you jump to Proverbs, the 3rd chapter, let's lock it real quick. Let me grab. I got stuff written down on the paper. Now, when you jump to Proverbs, I believe it's the 3rd chapter. It's towards the end. It talks about being not afraid of sudden fear when it cometh, when the desolation of the wicked cometh, right? And that's of a truth. Yahweh Shema Shai said, when that desolation of that wicked come, I'm finna pull over because I'm in the spirit right now, man. Fuck that, man. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. I'm finna pull my ass over, man, so I could get in the spirit, man. Right? When you jump to Proverbs and you start at verse 3 and 25, it says, "Be not afraid of sudden fear, neither of the desolation of the wicked when it cometh." When Esau come in at 4 o'clock at night, it's said that through Project Megiddo, that's how he like to do his things. And I know of a fact that this devil like to move in at night because I went to a military camp, and you fucking waking up in the middle of the hours just for breakfast and lunch and shit like that. So that's of a truth. He gonna come in the middle of the night when you sleep, when you know your guards, not your guards down, but you sleep, your body's at rest. Somebody kicking your door and you in the middle of your sleep, you gonna jump up out your sleep. Oh shit, what the fuck is that? Fear gonna jump over you. But as quick as fear jump over you, man, you pray to Yahweh Shema Shai, man. You pray to the Lord now to continue to not to give you the spirit of fear, man. You know? Now it says, verse 26, it says, "For the Lord shall be thy confidence and shall keep thy foot from being taken," man. Yahweh Shema Shai is our confidence. He's our faith. So there's no need to be fearful. There's no need for it, man. Yahweh Shema Shai say he's with us, man. And we know confidence means with faith. You know? So these are more of the things that we do need to meditate upon. You know, in the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai. These are more of the things that we do need to meditate upon. You know what I'm saying? So, when you jump to Wisdom of Solomon, right? It's crazy because in Wisdom of Solomon, it actually gives you the definition of fear. Now, when you get the definition of fear and you understand it, you learn how to counter it. You learn how to practice on countering this spirit, man. Which we all dealing with, man. Don't try to act like you're the toughest man in the world. You know what I'm saying? Pray to the Lord that you have a spirit of confidence and that you willing to go through whatever it is that he puts on your plate. Just like in that movie, The Kingsman, when they was getting tested who should be the next Kingsman, the secret agent. One of the guys was acting all fucking tough until he got strapped down to the railroad, and he gave up all the information. He basically gave up. You know? So don't be trying to act like you just some overly tough dude. What you need to rather do is pray to the Lord that he be with you in these times. Right? Because the scriptures do say that the righteous should be scarcely saved. Meaning that we gonna be how the Most High gonna do this thing. He gonna be having us like he gonna be checking us with his power too. He ain't gonna just be checking the 2/3 in the other nations. He gonna check everybody. That includes you. Like, look, if you don't get right, this how crucial I will fuck you up. I will fuck your ass up. That's how the Lord gonna do this thing. But let's get this definition. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 17 verse 12. It says, this is the definition of fear according to the scriptures. And the definition was given during the time of Egypt when the darkness came over Egypt. They were so fucking scared. And the Lord gave the definition of it. It says, Wisdom of Solomon 17 and 12. For fear is nothing but the betraying of the succors which reason offereth. The word succor means help. So fear is nothing else but the betraying of help which reason offereth. Right? So whenever you get put in a situation and you don't feel like you have no help, instantly fear jumps in there. And Satan plays off fear. He will play off your fear. He'll scare your ass. He'll scare the spirit out your ass if you allow it. Right? And then it says in verse 13, in the expectation from within being less, your expectation of help being less, counteth the ignorance more than the cause which bringeth the torment. So a lot of people, they get put in a torment, them not having confidence of a help, counteth that more stronger than the actual torment. That's why you will hear people say the actual anticipation of death is actual worse than the actual death itself. And that's what happens. A person gets so scared, the actual torment that's upon them is not even as painful as your mind. The fear that run across is your mind. You know what I'm saying? So that's the definition of fear. We just read in the Proverbs, the 7th chapter, the 25th verse says, it says, for the Lord shall be thy confidence, and shall keep thy foot from being taken. The Lord is our confidence. So, as the definition said, the betraying of help. The Lord is our confidence. So, the Lord being our confidence counters the betraying of help. We have help. We have it, which is Yahweh Shema Shai. And I'm telling you, brothers, I pray the Lord, I count on calling on that name when spirit of fear jump across my flesh. I'm in the flesh, you in the flesh. I count on calling on Lord, man. I'm just keeping it 100 on what my mind thinks about. Because I want the Lord to come fucking save me from this goddamn devil, man. We all know this fucking devil is the king of fucking torture. It tell you in Wisdom of Solomon that this damn devil is going to test us with despitefulness and torture. Not only is he going to try to torture you with all his fucking modern day weapons, he going to fucking be casting your spirit down, telling you, if the Lord going to fucking help you, if the Lord going to help you, then let him save you from this whatever torment that I'm finna put on your ass. Let's see, you know how they do it in the movies? You got a fucking doctor right there that will he'll roll out a fucking little sack and then have nothing but torture instruments, and he'll just be setting them next to each other while you looking at them. You know, because that's all the building up of cracking you, you know what I mean? But us, the men of the Lord, the ones who understand, who wants to be saved, they're going to be waiting on the Lord to be saving them. They're going to have that name in their dome. They're going to be praying to it. Just like Yahweh Shai was, right? You know what I'm saying? Now, another thing, I got a couple more things and I'm going to close it out. Another thing was dealing with the spies. During the time of Joshua, Yahweh Shema Shai killed them the spies that was not Joshua and Caleb. Why? Because the spies went out, they searched the land, they seen the Hamites, and they said, look, these Hamites is like grasshoppers. These Hamites is like giants, and we're like grasshoppers compared to them. And Joshua and Caleb was like, no, man, we could take them down. And then the 12 spies, Yahweh Shema Shai, due to their lack of confidence, Yahweh Shema Shai killed them. But he saved Joshua and Caleb because they had another spirit on them, man. So that's another example of why not to have fear. The Lord, you want to be fearful? The Lord don't like that shit. You got to be a man. You got to gird your loins up as a man. Remember yourselves and be men. So we got to be trusting in the Lord through this thing, man. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, I pretty much hit everything, man. Spirit had me actually pull over on the side of the road to get to this one, man. I'm thankful because when I heard that, it just made me think, like, you know, brothers may be dealing with this. You know, even me myself, man, you know, I deal with it at some certain times, man. You have certain moments where you'll just be tripping, man. Like somebody fucking come knocking at your door and it's at nighttime. You're like, who the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? You be like, fuck, is that bitch ass E at the door? You know? You I know I ain't the only person that didn't trip like that, you know, just overthinking, like, oh shit, is this the time? Anything may happen. You know, a certain situation may happen, you think, oh shit, is this the time? You know, you low-key panicking, but is this, you know, you just be like that sometimes. But ultimately, it's like the camera cut off, but ultimately, having confidence in ahchyam is where it's at, so that the spirit of fear will not overcome you. Alright? So with that, man, I pray you brothers stay strong-minded out there. Keep this thing rolling, keep your spirit in the spirit of not having fear, and just pray to the Lord, and until the Lord come back, we're gonna be good, man. And when the Lord come back, we're gonna be good, man. So with that, I'm gonna close out. Say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Shai. I hope you brothers was edified through this. I'm gonna say Shalawam to you brothers. Stay up, man. Keep that mind strong. Shalawam.